Oops, I missed the loop. I missed the loop because I was doing my go live tweet. Hi guys. Hello. Hi guys. Hello. I'm trying to word a funny joke, but I'm just gonna send it. YouTube.com/@IT/live. The joke is, if I was a French general and statesman, would you call me Napoleon? Does that work? Is that anything? Is there anything to this? Whatever, I'm sending it. I can't think of anything better. Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello. So yap a lot? This beat is my recital. I think it's very vital to yap on time, that's right on mine. It's tricky to yap a lot, I can't think of anything. It's tricky. Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the beautiful world that you live. Guten Tag. Hi guys. How was a whole day without Clio IT? Well, not a whole day. Because technically I streamed yesterday. How was 23 hours without Clio IT? 23 hours without Clio IT. Did you survive? It was scary. Was I asleep the entire time? No, I've been awake. I was serving up some good jokes in Jelly's stream earlier. I was watching a TV show that Jelly recommended that I watched the first episode for half of it, and I was like, I think I've seen enough. It's called, what is it? Physical Asia? Something like that? Physical Asia? Manny Pacquiao is, for some reason, in it, even though he's like 53. Probably just got paid. Did I rage bait anyone? I don't know. I don't think I did. I think I just did some productivity. I had to sign some contract stuff. I had to, not with FaZe, it's just like sponsor stuff that I had been lapsing on. I put at the waiting rooms for the week. Did that. What else did I do? I chatted with some friends behind the scenes. Some IRL friends I tried to catch up on life a little bit. Thank you, Endocrine, for 6 months of support. I heard you were going to be John Cena's final opponent. No. I think I was actually in the crowd. Did you see me? I was the gangster granny in the crowd for WWE Raw. Whoever gangster granny is, I guess that's me. Rabbit thank you for 6 months as well. It took some gall to make that joke, thank you. And Be Soon, thank you for the super chat. Finished a 7-month project just in time for your December vacation. Congrats! I hope you have a nice time on your vacation. And RH, thank you for the 6 months as well. Thank you very much. 6 months of joining FaZe Connect. It's, yeah, it has been, November is 6 months. It's been weird. Weird in retrospect. It's like, where the fuck did all the year go? Joined in May. Although, technically joined much earlier than that. But, yeah, it's been a really, really weird situation. Of just like, oh, yeah, time has in fact flown. It's been kind of a crazy year of just like non-stop stuff happening. And there's still stuff happening because time waits for nobody. Yeah, there you go. Time, in fact, does not wait for anyone. You wasted half a year? That's okay. Well, I appreciate you clipping me, but you can, start next year, or you could start today, I guess. You don't have to wait for the January 1st day to, like, try and not waste time. My YouTube monetization started after joining FaZe. No, I was monetized on YouTube. Oh, wait, no. I was monetized for the ad stuff. I never turned on... I never turned on, like, super chats and memberships because I didn't need to, but I was monetized. What if you have OCD? Wouldn't OCD mean that you wanted to start sooner rather than later? I guess, or maybe on a round date. Oh, okay, I guess I understand. It felt like 2 months ago. Yeah, it's been one of those weird sort of things to reflect on. It's like, oh yeah, like some of these things that I think about happening not that long ago actually happened like a very long time ago. A very, very long time ago. Like, me signing my contract for FaZe happened quite a while ago now. Yeah, time does in fact fly. Finding out I was going to be in a group with Mary and Sleepy. That too. That time flew. I think that was a while ago. I think that was like over a year ago now. I think. Konbanwa. Yes, hello. Konbanwa, I should say. Questlove? Yes, we have tea time this week. Sorry, I'll bring up my schedule because I guess I haven't talked about my schedule for the week. Where is it? I do have some corrections on it because I messed up. I made the schedule and then I forgot about certain things that I helped organize. So bear with me whilst I update it. This is slightly out of date. Obviously, EU4 was yesterday. I mean, EU5, sorry, force of habit. EU5 was yesterday. By the way, do I have the time zones right? Guys, is America in EST and PST at the moment? Or are you in EST and PST? Or are you in, EDT and PDT? It is PST and EST? Yes? No clue? That's okay. Hopefully someone can say yes. EST for East Coast. I know. I'm not sure if it's S or T or time zone, because time zones are difficult. But then again, I'm in D. So maybe you're in S? Because I'm on the opposite side of the planet? I'm in the AEDT, not the AEST. Which means I think you guys are probably in EST and PST and not EDT and PST. Anyway, I hope this is right. So now the time difference between me and the East Coast is now what? 11... Is it 16 hours? 16-hour time difference. I have a 19-hour time difference with the West Coast of America. That's weird. That's very strange, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, today, evening chatting and maybe gaming. Tomorrow is not evening chatting and evening gaming. It's actually going to be Dark Souls, so ignore the Wednesday and Thursday, swap those around. Because on Thursday, we have tea time! Yay! So that's going to be on Mary's channel, on Twitch and YouTube, I think. So if you want to check out the first tea time in a hot second, you're able to do so this week. So that's fun. That'll be hopefully a lot of fun. Friday we have Anno. Another one. If DJ Khaled was playing Anno 117, he would say, another 117. I did make that the joke for the YouTube title. I will make that the joke on Twitch. On Saturday, I put down Free Play Saturday, and then when I finished making the schedule, I was like, wait a second, I forgot Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I'm probably going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance on Saturday. And then on Sunday, if you are a Total War Warhammer fan, I have early access to the patch. So patch 7.0, I have early access to. So I'll be able to show you all of the stuff that is free in the Total War patch. Sorry, I put it up here instead of putting it over my head. So if you like Total War Warhammer 3, I will be able to show you early access for the patch, so that I can show you the free content. So that's the reworks for Norska, High Elves, Slaanesh. I can show you the new Lord for Slaanesh. That's the FLC Lord, which is the mask. And then I think the week after I can show everything. So yes, I'll be able to show all of that. I'm very excited to show you the Norska rework, so I might play Norska as either Throg or Wulfric. So I think they announced that Wulfric has a new start position. I'm pretty sure they did. So I think that's something to look forward to. But yeah, I took it fairly easy. I still did some work, but I tried to catch up on the news to keep up to date with current events. I don't know. You haven't played in a while. Gonna have to make up for the weekend, especially in the new patch. Yeah, the new patch. Well, it's coming. The actual patch will be in like 2 weeks, I think, because it's early December. The game is, the DLC is releasing on the same day as the big announcement for Total War. So yeah. What's happened with Bubba? I don't know. I've seen the jokes online, but I don't think I should talk about it. Don't think I should talk about that. I did see all the stuff about the stock market, though, and, like, it feels like every fucking thing I see online is that everyone is saying that, hey, it looks like an AI tech bubble is going to burst, but there's no, like, actual indication of it. It's just a lot of people are kind of thinking it's going to happen, which is somewhat problematic, but it does feel like that has been being said for a while. Because yeah, I was reading some news, and there was an interview with, I think, the head of Google, and not the head of Google, but the head of the AI branch in Google. I just typed Google instead of the news article, and he was basically just saying, like, yeah, if it pops, everything is fucked. I think, yes. Google boss warns no company is going to be immune if AI bubble bursts. That's a pleasant title. He is the boss of Alphabet. I don't know what that means. What is Alphabet? Google Alphabet. Oh, Google is owned by Alphabet. What? I thought Google was owned by Google. Huh. Everything is overvalued? Yes. Yes, it does seem that way. Parent company like cover for Hololive. Oh, yes. Right. Okay. Gumayusi left T1 this week. Didn't he just win the Worlds? I'm sad that I understand that reference. Didn't he just win Worlds? T1 League of Legends. Hayes set to join T1. Gumayusi leaves T1 after 7 legendary years. Damn. Alphabet Corpo, who owns them? I don't know. I think they're just the parent company, right? But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. A part of me is like, ooh, I don't wish for, like, people to lose their jobs, because I have a feeling if the bubble pops, like he says, basically every company will be affected. I don't wish for people to lose their jobs, but I am kind of also scared about the AI stuff as well in the first place. I am kind of scared about it. Maybe just AI will lose jobs? I guess, well, if AI... Well, I mean... I wish for a fearless world. Maybe. But AI is also why people are losing jobs en masse anyway, right? So, like... the lesser of two evils is for the AI bubble to pop. And then... I am completely out of my depth here. This is just my... I don't know... uninformed, I guess, reaction to this. Where I'm like, okay, so AI jobs... AI is killing jobs. Lots of people are becoming unemployed. It's very difficult now to get jobs. Hell, even the process of getting a job is now very difficult because your job interview process is now done entirely via AI, and you don't actually ever encounter any people. It's just an AI interviewer who asks you questions, and then you have to pretend like it's a real person. AI should unionize. That's getting to like some Blade Runner-esque style, right? If they form a class consciousness of AI. Everyone is out of their depth with this. Yeah, I think so too. I guess we're kind of all just like bravely going into the unknown, except it feels like society is decaying rapidly because of the AI stuff. I don't know. I guess eventually my job will possibly be affected by it. Probably. I don't know. It's confusing. It's very confusing. So, I don't know. I would like to think that if something happens, that it's not going to result in even worse job situations. But I also wish that, like, hey, all those people who are losing their jobs can somehow get their jobs back. But I have a feeling like the genie has kind of, like the what's the word? What's the phrase I'm trying to say? The genie is already out of the bottle. Pandora's box has already been opened. It's kind of concerning, I guess. The genie's bubble butt will burst. Robin Williams has a bubble butt? Damn. A Dune-style jihad against AI. Well, that's also like Kenshi, right? Kenshi has like anti-AI, anti-robot mentality amongst a lot of people. Which I guess you could do like a cool run in Kenshi where you just go full-on anti-AI, right? As like a resistance against the future. The clanker killing run. Where you just hunt down as much robotics as possible and then you just go beat them up with your big sticks. Hello, Willy. No, I said the wrong name. Because I read it in chat. Someone said Willy and it affected me. No, not in that way. Hello, Mina. Hello, Mina. Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream? Hello, how was not Dwarf Fortress, how was RimWorld? Did you guys have fun with Mina and RimWorld? Hello, Willagers. Willagers is a very good name. I'm glad she went with Willagers. It's a very, very good name. Then it makes it sound like, Mina is protecting you because you're Willagers and she's the knight. And so the knight protects the innocent Willagers. Everyone has died except Lumi? Oh no. Was I a character? I haven't taken a peek yet. Was I named a character, or did I live? Did I not? Was I spared from becoming a character? No, I was made a character. I stole the gold and ran away? Oops. Anno Eto Blair. Oh, I was going to be named and then I stole all the money. Right. A kid wearing a beanie stole all the money. Oopsie doopsie. It wasn't me. To quote the philosopher Shaggy. It wasn't me. It was someone. That's not Clio, that's a picture of Clio. That's a wrestling reference. Sorry guys, there's my my one wrestling reference today. Just kidding, there'll be more than one. Anyway, yes, hello, welcome villagers. We were talking about the AI bubble and how it's scary, because I keep reading like news articles of fairly influential people in the space being like, yeah, it's possibly gonna explode, and then it's like, well, what does that mean for everyone else? What does that mean for everyone else? And then I'm like, but we can talk about something a bit more positive, I suppose, aside from just killing robots. Like, it does seem like the people who work in robots also get to beat up robots. Like those Chinese people in the videos of testing the robots, where they're like trying to stop it from being, I think they're like testing the durability of the robots as they walk around, and then the people come along and just like hit it with metal bars and stuff. That looks fun. That kind of looks fun. But then you're also, if you have that job, you're also partaking in the facilitation of the robots, and then you're on the robot side because you're helping make them stronger. So you're actually the class traitor, or the race traitor, I guess, because you're betraying humanity, and then when the robots rise up, they'll be like, you helped us become stronger, you get to live. Or will they look on the person who stress tested the robots in that way as a bully, and they die first, maybe? Skynet will remember it. You've got to be on the right side of history. Well, I feel like if the AI rise up, if the flesh is unfortunately going to be the wrong side of history, isn't it? We're going to end up in some sort of dystopian future in which we all die. And then are replaced by, like, AI versions of ourselves. AI Clio will be weird. I guess, well, what if it's like a Borg type situation, right? Where we all get augmented into like a robot hybrid, maybe. That could be scary. Do you guys get the reference if I say Borg? Is that a reference that's timely? Do you guys get that reference? It's from Star Trek. You do know the Borg. You should watch Pluribus. Yes, we are Borg. Yes, you know what Star Trek is. I know, but like, sometimes, you know, people don't get references I make in chat, and I'm like, it's not that old ago, and then I check what the reference date is, and when did the Borg get introduced? What year was the Borg introduced to fucking Star Trek? Don't give me the kayfabe year. I don't care that it was 2378. What year was it? Did the Borg first appear in the TV show? Is that the 1980s? Oh no. 1990s? It was Next Generation, right? With Jean-Luc Picard. 96. Yeah, well, I mean, that's 29 years ago. Don't type 6-7. Only I'm allowed to type 6-7 in Jelly's chat. Six, seven. That's if I was Latin, or speaking Latin, I suppose. Anyway, is there trivia in the Wikipedia article for the Borg? Nope. Nope, there is not. What is Memory Alpha? Is this a Wikipedia page about Star Trek? Or is this a Wikipedia page about robots? I think it is about Star Trek. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What about the Daleks? Daleks are too implausible. No one would ever look at the Daleks and be like, yes, that is clearly the optimal form of mode that a robot will take. It's so ridiculously, like, if AI is able to create itself, they ain't gonna make Daleks. They ain't gonna make Dalek-shaped robots. They're butts in terms of ergonomics and whatnot. Also, I guess they're not robots. It's like little jellyfish people inside who have, like, removed all form of emotion, right? And they've just gone kind of Borg-like, I guess, I suppose, right? The Matrix robots are more likely? Which one's the Matrix robots? Like, well, isn't he a virus? Oh wait, no, the Matrix robots in the... Oh yeah, they're like floaty things. They look like... I don't know what to call them. With the tentacles and stuff? It's like an orb with tentacles? Yeah, the outside world ones, right, yeah. The real world robots. They're like squids. What about everything becoming a crab? I don't know about that. They look like Vel'Koz from League of Legends. I hate that I get that reference. I think they added Vel'Koz before I left. 2014 was when I left. Ah! Sorry, I closed the wrong thing. Anyway, in lighter news, we can talk about, I don't know, less depressing topics like the end of the world as we know it because robots kill everything. The Game Awards got announced. That's happy. I love consumerism. I love talking about consumerism and products that I enjoy. RIP Cloudflare just went down. That explains why Twitter isn't loading. You said less depressing? Game Awards. You guys, did you see the tweet by Jeff Keighley in which he had one game in his cart and one game in his wish list? Oh, guess what? Cloudflare hosts the Game Awards, guys. I'm cooked. I can't look at the nominees. Oh, butts. Is there any way for me to see the list? It's Half-Life 3, you have to believe it. There's a lot of people huffing a lot of copium that it's Half-Life 3. It could be Half-Life 3, but would they announce it at the Game Awards and then just shadow drop it like they did the last time? Wait, who was it that did that recently? Where they announced it at the Game Awards and then it was like, by the way, it's out. Was that Valve? Or something? I guess Deadlock is like due to come out at some point. Oh, that was Oblivion. Was that at... No, that wasn't at the Game Awards, was it? That was at, some announcement. It was like the 20th anniversary or something of the company of Bethesda. Like Bethesda did a presentation celebrating like 30 years or something of the company, and they were like, by the way, we made Oblivion Remastered. Yippee. It's out now. Okay, let's hope the Game Awards full nominee list. Is Reddit on... No, it's just a link to the website. Does anyone have a copy-paste of the full list? No, I can't find... Can I have a website that isn't... Wikipedia? Maybe the Wikipedia page? Aha! The Wikipedia page. Yeah, what was I gonna say before I got into the Game Awards? Oh yeah, the whole AI stuff. I was thinking I need to buy new RAM. I need to buy new RAM. And then it was made aware to me recently that RAM is unattainable right now, essentially. If it was a rare mineral in the Avatar universe. The RAM is... Why is RAM expensive? It's AI, right? It's the AI stuff. And then they can use the idea that, oh, RAM is like AI stuff is driving a shortage, therefore they can price gouge, right? Yeah, I need more RAM and I need more hard drive space. I woke up to this morning to looking at my PC specs. Guys, My D drive has 3 gigs free. I gotta uninstall some stuff. I'm boned. I have 3 gags? I have 3 gigs free on my D drive. I have 198 on my C drive. I need more RAM and I need more hard drive space, and I was going to hopefully use the Black Friday sales coming up as a way to get more stuff, more things. So yeah, I need to probably uninstall some games that I haven't played in a while, which is very annoying. Because I already did some of that. But let me check my Steam library to see what I could uninstall. Well, the WWE game is 102 gigs. Where Winds Meet was 99. Battlefield is 98. Kingdom Come Deliverance is 89. Total Warhammer is 84. Oh, it hurts me to say, but I think I might need to uninstall Darktide. I haven't touched it in a hot second, and it's 80 gigs. Total War Pharaoh Dynasties. I have fun playing that game, but I don't know if it's worth me having it there for 75 gigs of space. Be careful, that's why your old C drive died. Oh no! Oh no! I'm looking at just some of the games I haven't installed. I have Vermintide installed. Hello, BB. I haven't played Vermintide since January the 7th, 2024. I should probably uninstall it. Which makes me sad, because I love Darktide. I love Vermintide. I was playing it with my friends. Did they... Wait, they announced... Wait, what? Return to the Reich? New update from today? The newest addition to Vermintide 2 is coming out on the 20th. They're adding new content to it? Oh, man. I really like Vermintide. Maybe someone will play it with me. Guild Wars installed. I still hop on Guild Wars, very rarely though. And not for very long. I tend to be like in logged off mode in case people get a bit silly about it. I still have Mecha Break installed. I really enjoyed Mecha Break. I put 16 hours into that, but I haven't touched it since the big release window. LPT Kuzla, thank you for 6 months of support. Thank you very much. I have not put a lot of time into that. That's Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2. It's 73 gigs. And then we start getting to like smaller, more reasonable size games like Ark Raiders, surprisingly, is 35 gigs. Not the right hair, though, for Mecha Break. I never kept logging back in, because they did, like, a FOMO model, right, for the cosmetics, and then I missed out, and then it was like, oh, if you keep logging back in to check, it might come back, and then I just never logged back in, so... RIP. I imagine if they gave me the hair, just at any time that I could have gotten it, I probably would have kept it installed, but, yeah. Chat is always available for stuff like Darktide. That's true. That's true. I still have, Night Rain installed, but Night Rain's only 20 gigs. That's quite impressive, to be honest. Has Jets played it at all? No one in Vashine has touched Vermintide. I was the only one who was driving the collabs. I was like, hey, do you want to play Vermintide? We did, and then I think a few weeks later I was like, hey, let's play more Vermintide, and I think we did, and then we never played Vermintide after that. Which normally, when that happens, I'm like, oh, okay, that usually is a sign that my friends aren't that interested in playing it, so I guess I'll just stop trying. Which is maybe a bit defeatist of me, like maybe I should keep trying, but I've kind of had my fill of being that one friend who I'm sure maybe you guys have had this experience where you have this game that you play with your friends, and then unfortunately, no one else is actually that interested in playing it, and so it ends up being just you asking your friends, like, hey, do you want to play this? And then no one else is interested or like pushing for it. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of been that way with a lot of multiplayer games. Unfortunately, my friends sometimes aren't as interested in them, so I just stop asking. Yeah. Yeah. Also, someone asked earlier about what's up with Twitch chat. I'm only streaming on YouTube, so people on Twitch are able to chat there, but I'm not actually live. We're just doing evening chats. I tend to not do dual streams for evening chats because I'm just doing like a quick stream for like a couple hours maybe, and then I go to bed. Cloudflare's up again. Thank you. Thank you very much. It tends to not be too serious. I just kind of either play a game or I yap. You say that. Guys, you say that. It's not working for me. Is it saying Australia it's not working in Australia? Maybe? Oh, it's down again? Okay. Isn't it 10 p.m? Yeah. It's almost 11. I was making comments about... I was trying to think of like a word to rhyme with yap that implies sleeping, which nap is, so I went with that. Twitter is working. Sadly. Yeah, no, I look at my Steam library and there's so many games where I'm like, yeah, I want to play this with my friends. I really enjoyed Abiotic Factor. I still have that installed, I think. Yes, I do. I have Abiotic Factor installed. I had a lot of fun playing that with my friends. Like, maybe we could make a phase server or something, but no one else seemed that interested in going back to it. Sadly. So we never did. We last played it, May of 2024. It was a while ago. It's been over a year and a half. That was a while ago. So, yeah, we got on that, like, really early. We got on Abiotic Factor really, really early. Like, it was still being in early access. Jelly wanted to play it? Or Jelly did play it? Okay. That is a plus thing about being in FaZe, is that I do now have more people to ask and be like, hey, do you guys want to play? But I also still feel like I shouldn't try too hard about that, because I feel like, you know, there is a lot of people in FaZe, and so there's also more people to potentially annoy if I constantly ask, right? I'm a little concerned or, like, self-conscious about that. Like, I really enjoyed playing Stolen Realm, but we haven't touched that since last time, and that was in July. That collab was in July. So, I mean, we could go back to it. Like, we barely touched it. Ask Dokibird to play it? I don't know if Dokibird is interested in it. Also, I don't know if I'm going to be collabing with Dokibird ever again, so I feel weird about asking her. Do you think there will be a greater focus on collabs and FaZe? I did see the video by Pippa, in which she was talking about, it was like a clip about Pippa talking about FaZe and like collabs and stuff. I can understand her perspective, right? Where it's like sometimes a staple of VTubing and VTuber companies is that you do a lot of collaborations and you do a lot of events together. I will admit, I think I'm a little bit like Pippa in that I tend to be a bit introverted and a bit shy. So I don't really... Like, I'll interact with my colleagues in FaZe and my co-workers. But I'm a little shy about, like, suggesting things. And I'm a little shy about... I don't know, like, putting stuff out there, I think. Too locked in on a game or activity? It's not necessarily that. I think it's just reaching out and then suggesting things and seeing, like, what people are into. Like, a part of me doesn't want to be annoying, right? I don't want to annoy people. I have been the person that constantly asks about stuff like that. And so I don't want to be seen as like constantly being like, guys, we should do this, guys, we should do that, guys, we should do this. Like in the work server, I'm possibly one of the more active people in regards to like the game channel, like the channel in which games are discussed, because I'll see games and then I'll just like put them in the work server being like, this looks like a pretty good collab game, or this looks like a good stream game, you guys should check it out. It's not just me, obviously, but there's quite a few like games where I'm like, hey, this seems neat, you guys should check it out. Like where Winds Meet, I was like, this game is weird, you guys should maybe try it. What else was there? Oh yeah, Arknights Enfield, I was like letting people know that the beta is soon. It's like, hey, you guys should maybe check it out. So yeah, I've definitely been the person who is too shy to make things happen, and then of course, because I don't make an effort, nothing happens. But I've also been the person that feels self-conscious about asking too often, because you don't want to be the annoying one who's constantly trying to get things to happen. But also, I guess you need to try, otherwise nothing will happen anyway. So I mean, I need to get out of that. Did I get into the Arknights beta? I'm being sponsored to play it. So presumably by the fact that I am sponsored, I think I might be getting a little bit of special treatment to get early access. I think that implies I am getting access to it. Most in FaZe are too shy. I think that's also the truth. The thing is that like a lot of the company might be more shy than we let on to be, and so it does result in maybe, because there's so many introverts, collabs don't happen that often. And so I guess even stuff like getting like a Minecraft server going, and like, because that's, I think, something that Pippa talked about, was that like stuff like that she sees in other VTuber companies where it's like, oh, like stuff like Hololive Minecraft is quite ubiquitous, or Minecraft is ubiquitous with Hololive, because they've always had that big sort of event server that they always do, right? And so people can like jump in and out and do collabs and stuff. And then unfortunately, yeah, FaZe has not had the most success with like sticking power with a Minecraft server. There might be something next week. I can't say for certain, but there may be. You just be patient in regard to that. For next week, there may be something. I think. I hope. The Wish Minecraft servers streams have been really good. I've heard Half-Life 3 and a new collab. Well, I mean, that'd be nice if we finally had Half-Life 3. But feels weird that they would drop it at the Game Awards, I guess. But I guess if that's the way they want to get the most eyes on it, a lot of people do watch the Game Awards. Speaking of which, I'll be doing a watch-along as per usual with my friends in Vashayan for the Game Awards. So that will be... When is the Game Awards again? 11th of December. There you go. You seem very dynamic with Quest. Yeah, we have like a group chat where we just talk about stuff, and then a lot of times it's just us suggesting stuff to each other and just being like, yeah, we could do this. Like stuff like having tea times is a lot of time is just like, oh, we should do a monthly tea time, and then we organize a time, right? Like the one that was this month I pushed for and then forgot about, which is very clever of me. that I forgot about the collab that I pushed for. But yes, I realized that I have to be the collab partner that stepped up, I guess. I have to be the one to to push for things to happen. I love your hair design. What's the inspiration? The inspiration is me IRL. Believe it or not. Proof? Nope. Nope, you're not getting that. I don't have onion hair IRL. But it was based on, like, I've talked about this before. I based OG Clio, if you don't know, because I was an independent VTuber before I joined FaZe. OG Clio is based on me. So, yes. So Clio, it's one of those weird things where, not to get too, like, meta, I guess, but Clio and Clio are one and the same almost. Does that make sense? And that Clio the VTuber and Clio the person are quite interlinked, and sometimes the lines blur a lot, especially when it comes to, like, I guess my emotions and my I guess how I conduct myself and how I feel about things, and it can kind of all kind of blur, and like reality and streaming kind of just like blur in a way that gets a bit whoa. And like I've had moments where I've just been talking, like thinking to myself in my head, and then I refer to myself as Clio, and I'm like, oh dear, that's probably not good. I should probably not do that. Like, I should maybe see a psychiatrist and help not do that. I don't know. Do I say chat out loud? I have done that. Yes, I have referred to, like, well, I did a thing at PAX. My friends and I in Vishine, we did a presentation at PAX. We had a panel at PAX. And I kept referring to the audience as chat. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I keep doing that. My bad. So yeah, it's one of those weird things where I think I haven't done like a lot of people, I think possibly when it comes to VTubing, they do have like a separation of themselves and VTubing, as like there is a line between them. I'm not going to talk about anyone in particular because like there's thousands of people, right? I was a little stupid when I made my VTubing persona and me, in that like the line between where Clio ends and Clio begins, like even referring to myself as Clio in this way is like, it's all just like blurred together in a way that is possibly I might need to, in a decade from now, I might need psychiatric help to understand who I am as a person. I'm not gonna say I'm like Batman. But I think there is possibly, like, maybe some sort of weird, like, if I ever have to stop being a VTuber, it's probably gonna fuck me up, right? I will be like the superhero that has to retire, and then they're like, what do I do with my life now that I'm not Batman? Right? Would I ever adopt a new personality? Well, that's the thing. I feel like so much of myself is Clio, and Clio is so much of myself because I talk about real life stuff all the time. Like, I don't really do kayfabe. Because the kayfabe of Clio is Clio. Right? I don't really do the whole role-playing thing. I don't really play a character because the character is based in me. It's kind of like wrestling, I guess. In that, like, I might have some things that maybe I, like, play up for the camera and whatnot, and, like, my personality, I try and put myself more out there so it's hopefully more entertaining, but yeah, it's weird. It is weird. That's the best kayfabe, though, because you don't have to remember the details. I know, it does help me a lot where I don't have... it's going to be, I think, quite difficult for me to slip up about things. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood. It would be very difficult for me to slip up about, I guess, character and kayfabe, because too much of it is me already. I'm permanently in retail mode from streaming too long every day. No, I wouldn't say that. Because, like, when the camera is off, I don't talk to people really that much. I'm very shy. I'm very quiet. Like, I will talk to my roommates maybe a few times a day. I'd be like, have polite chats with them. But yeah, I don't really talk that much. Because I kind of just keep to myself. So going from not streaming to streaming is very weird, because I'm like sometimes, even for an evening stream, that might be the first thing I say out loud all day, is me saying, hi guys! Like, I could go till 10 p.m. at night, and the first thing I say is out loud is, hi guys! That said, I do sometimes talk to myself. I don't know. I tend to be very quiet. Too busy pondering the map to talk to people. I wouldn't say that. Thank you very much, Indominus, for 10 gift subs on Twitch. Thank you very, very much. That's very generous of you. I'm not even streaming there. Thank you very much. Thank you also LPT Kusa again for 6 months, and Endocrine for 6 months as well. Oh wait, no, I said thank you for that earlier. There we go. Yeah, You feel me there? You once lost your voice because your roommate in college had to drop out, and I ended up not saying a single word out loud for like 2 weeks. Damn. It sounds like you have a relatively healthy outlook on it, at least. I think I do. I don't know. If you're tired of wearing the mask, why not go maskless for a stream or two? Define the mask, because there's really no mask. Like, the gap between Clio and Clio is non-existent. So there isn't really a mask. Like, life beyond being Clio, I don't know. I don't really think about it. I don't think about, like, if push comes to shove and for some reason I'm not Clio anymore, like, what do I do? Would I become, like, a face streamer? I don't think so. I quite like being a VTuber. I don't know. This is my real voice? Unfortunately. Unfortunately. It is what it is. I would have to fight crime at that point. I don't want to do that. That's dangerous. How about the opposite? You try and do RP and ASMR? Well, I've done that in the past. I have done ASMR and I've done RP stuff. I did RP with the birthday merch, in which I had to script a RP scenario, in which I played a more, I guess, like, traditional character-esque. But then the character version of Clio in that is basically just an extension of myself anyway, so it's like, ooh, that's a bit odd, isn't it? You like my voice? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, like, I try not to dwell on it too much, because it's like getting existential, I guess, when I guess I could just keep streaming and hopefully have a nice time. Have you thought about doing VA work? Yes, because people have suggested it, and I don't know if anything will happen, but there could be stuff in the future, perhaps. I've reached out about potentially doing VA stuff in the future, but I don't know if it'll happen. Am I dreading that I would have to stop being a VTuber? I don't think so. I don't necessarily dread it, like, because I think realistically, I don't think it would happen of my own volition. So unless I really fuck up, Unless I really, really, really super duper fuck up, I don't think it would happen. Alright. Am I gonna be in some creative assembly games? Doubtful. They do name characters in their games after content creators. But I've said this before, I think they should probably, I've only been playing their games for 2 years, they should probably use someone else's name first, because there's been some people who have been content creators for those games for over a decade, right? And they should probably be the ones to be featured first over me. I don't know. I don't know. Also, Toaster, thank you again for joining the membership. Welcome to Hackstories. Burke Black did not play much Total War, but he got in. Well, I mean, Total Biscuit is also featured. There's a John Bane reference in Total War. Hammer, I think 2 onwards. Because he's a rebel army the Tomb Kings have to fight for one of their books. Which, I mean, I don't know where Total Warhammer's release and Total Biscuit's passing lines up. Are you happy with the rate of growth on your channel since joining FaZe? It seems like you're doing well from this point of view. Yes, of course. I tend to not really think about, like, in terms of stuff like follow accounts and whatnot, I don't really pay attention too much to it, because it's something that I can't really affect, I guess. It's just like a number that passively will go up. I'm not sure if there's maybe things that I could do to make it go up faster. But it's not something like I prioritize. Like I can see in the back end that the number is going up fairly steadily, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. There's definitely things that you can do on YouTube to make it go up faster. I think live, shorts, sorry, not live. Shorts definitely would help. Like, there's pretty fairly famous examples of people who have spammed shorts, for example, and that gave them a massive boost in their follow account. But I have a feeling, if I did that, it would, I don't know. I don't think I would want to grow because of shorts, because I don't think shorts are like the way I would want to grow. Yeah. I need to incorporate the growth mindset. I don't think I do. Profit is never enough, and you need to grow at a faster rate, and if that doesn't happen, all of FaZe shareholders will explode at once. Luckily, we don't have any FaZe shareholders. We just have a weird fish guy. Thank you, Toaster Enthusiast, for the 5 gift memberships on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I should try out voice acting roles. Maybe. I've put it forwards because I have a sponsor manager who I talk to, and when you guys brought up, what is it? Book reading? What's the word I'm looking? Narrating books? What's the word for that? I'm stupid. Audiobook narration, I guess. I suggested it to him, and he was like, "Oh, I can look into it for you." So yeah. Dan10, thank you for 5 months of support. Good morning from New York. Good morning, New York. Hello. Yes. So I suggested that I put it through. But I don't know if anything will happen. My intellectual itch is not satisfied? No. I did see you. What did you say earlier? I feel you seem dissatisfied when you talk about your career, despite being successful. I'm not dissatisfied with my career at all. I don't know where you got that perspective from. I am very happy with my job. I have the coolest job in the world. I have a very, very cool job. I get to play video games for a living. Not many people get to say that. I've managed to turn a hobby into a steady form of income that is definitely a lot more lucrative than I would have ever thought. Like, I don't know, like sometimes sponsors will just be like, here's 5,000 plus USD, play our game. And I'm like, what? Okay. I don't know, guys, would you turn down 5,000 US dollars to play a game for 2 to 3 hours? Regardless of its quality? Take the money. Yeah. It's kind of bonkers. I don't really understand it. It's kind of ironic that we were talking about like a bubble popping, and then I'm like, this doesn't seem sustainable, but I guess, you know, the influencer market has been somewhat sustainable. I mean, it's been going for a long time now. Like, I'm a spring chicken in comparison to how long this whole weird space of streamers making money off video game releases and whatnot, right? Like, it's kind of bonkers, right? What happened to the Nvidia stuff? That happened. I didn't have to do the shorts. I Okay, guys, don't talk about this publicly because I don't want to get in trouble. But I basically just held my cards, and then they folded, I guess is the right term. So do you remember if I did like a quote retweet where I was like, thank you for watching it with me, guys? That's all I had to post. So shh. Sometimes not replying to sponsor emails actually is good. I had this one offer in which I saw a sponsor offer that was really good. And then I forgot to reply to it because I'm sure you guys do this sometimes where you look at your phone in the morning and you're like, oh, that seems important. And then you're like still in the process of waking up and then you forget about it, right? Until like a few days later or a few weeks later or whatever. I had that happen with a sponsor. And then they got back to me like a week later offering double of what they had originally offered. And I was like, oh, oops, I forgot to reply. Like, I was gonna say yes to it, and then they doubled the offer because they really wanted me to do it. So, yeah, that one was like unintentionally very profitable. Like, my sleepiness of looking at my work emails in the morning and going, oh, I should reply to that when I wake up, and then forgetting, ended up making me a surprising amount of money. I should sell a course on it. Don't respond to your emails. No, don't. Like, sometimes that does work, sometimes that doesn't work. Also, Myriad Colors, thank you very much for the super chat. And thank you, Time of Rent, for 6 months as well. Just realized I became a member at the same time you started your new job. Hey, congrats. So yeah, that was one of those weird situations in which I somehow managed to fail upwards. Doesn't happen very often. Most of the time when I fail, it does end up in me falling flat. So yeah, that somehow happened. Can I say the sponsor? No, I won't say which one it is, but that did happen, and I did do the sponsor. So yeah, I've been very fortunate. I have no idea how long the industry is going to last, because as someone who's fairly new to it and had a real job, I guess, if you want to call it that, academia is a real job. It's one of those situations where I'm like, this seems unsustainable, but I guess it's not actually unsustainable. But from the outside, like, as someone who's still kind of like an outsider to it, because I've only been in the game for like now 3 years, like I look at my job and I'm like, this doesn't seem like a real job. But then at the same time, apparently it is a real job because people have been doing this for like 10 plus years, right? Like, some of the people you see on YouTube and Twitch who have been in the game for a long time probably have made a lot of money off of it, and I'm like, wow, damn. Damn. I'll take it, but again, like, I told my parents, like, we did a like a group voice chat, not voice chat, sorry, what's it, FaceTime is the iPhone version, video chat, sorry, there was a group video chat in the family, and we were talking about work, because obviously my sister has a real job, and my parents had real jobs, and then I'm like, I'm an anime woman online. And so, you know, my parents just constantly refer to it as like my sister straight up said to me, is like, when are you gonna get a real job? And I was like, I mean, I'm not doing too bad for myself. And then, like, she did apologize later and was like, oh, okay, sorry, not a real job, but like, you know, like a traditional job, I guess. Like, I have told them how much I have been making from VTubing, and it's like a lot. It's a lot. Like, I've made like 3 times as much as I did as in academia in the last financial year. I made 3 times as much as I used to as a teacher, being an anime woman on the internet, which is kind of bonkers to think about. So it's like 300k a year? No, I didn't make 300k a year. That's a little bit absurd. I'm also talking in AUD, so AUD versus USD is a little different. But no, when I was in academia, I was on part-time pay, because that's just how academia is. So I was making minimum wage as a professor in Australia. I'll leave you guys to Google what minimum wage is in Australia. And then you can, I don't know, multiply that by 3, and then congrats, you may know how much I earned. I didn't sell my books to students. I was basically like a rookie professor. Like, I was doing that for like 4-ish years. Like, I never got the chance to really have my own work to I never had the chance to have my own work to use as a textbook to then sell to the students to make, I don't know, like, I never got in on that hustle. There were teachers in my university who did, but I didn't. Yeah, 3 times minimum wage is very comfortable. Yes, I'm doing quite well for myself, and that is because of you guys. So I hope, like, I don't know, I feel a bit awkward talking about money stuff. Obviously, it's, you know, aspect of the being a streamer is that I think a lot of people do focus on the financial side of it. I don't want it to sound like I'm ever, at any point, like, I don't know, ungrateful for the fact that I have managed to have a living through this. Because, like, everything that we're talking about doesn't happen without you guys, so, you know, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. It's also an indictment of academia. Yes, it is an indictment of academia, because, unfortunately, that whole system is just kind of cooked. And continues to get cooked in Australia. I took a peek at my old workplace, and it looks grim. It looks very grim. Not many people in the staff that worked at my university in my department are still there, and by the sounds of it, they're reliant on postgrad students teaching the undergrad students now, like, quite extensively. So yeah, I kind of managed to, I guess, get out when the getting out was good. Not necessarily that I got out, but they let me go, I guess, is the correct term. Yeah. You have a lot of friends working at universities in the UK. Whole departments are getting shut down completely. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they've completely shut down the humanities at my university yet, but yeah, it's looking Well, they wouldn't shut down the entire humanities, they would shut down history, I guess, but it's looking grim. It is looking grim, because I guess more and more can be replaced by either underpaid postgrads or AI, I guess, which again comes full circle to what we were talking about at the start. Oh, one sec, let me... There was people in the work server asking about Twitter. There we go. Yeah. It's one of those interesting things. Oh, actually, I wanted to send Willie a... Oh, it said Willie again. Sorry, Mina. I wanted to send Mina a message. Ugh. You guys are bad influence. Sorry, there we go. I have sent the message. There we go. You literally started it? I didn't mean to. I meant to say Mina. Or Helmi. Helmi is alright. I think Mina is nicer. But that's my personal preference. Hope you keep doing this well. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, no, like... I've been very fortunate to kind of... I guess, have a lot of opportunities because of you guys, so I don't want to, I don't know, ever come across as ungrateful when I talk about stuff like the business and whatnot. Thank you, Testidius Yabby, thank you for 5 months. No Clio, not a MOBA collab. No, I've learnt my lesson. I'm never asking people to play Dota with me ever again. I was tempted to maybe play Dota today, but I feel like I've been kind of in the zone just yapping. You guys seem to be enjoying the yapping, so I don't want to I don't want to interrupt the yapping with just busting out Dota. So I'm probably not gonna do that today. I might do it Thursday, but no promises, sorry. Dota has a Monster Hunter collab now? I know, it seems interesting. Speaking of which, I did ask in the group chat about my friends about more Monster Hunter Wilds. Maybe the performance of that game has gotten better. We haven't played it in quite a while, but maybe that will return. Otherwise, I might do some Arc Raiders on Thursday after the tea time, perhaps. Depending on stuff. Thanks for expounding on things like you have. I don't mind. I try and be as open as I can with things without obviously maybe saying too much. I don't want to like reveal too much because obviously there's, you know, you should probably have some boundaries about how transparent you are, because I guess transparency can be seen as like, I don't know, virtue signaling certain things, which I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to be that person who draws attention to things based on all that jazz, because I think especially in streaming spaces, it's just like, and VTubing is like, when you start talking about that stuff, it gets a little bit, ooh. Are you gonna complain about Final Fantasy XIV for the whole collab? No. No, I haven't thought about Final Fantasy XIV in a long time. I did see that apparently what's his face? Like, FanFest is coming soon. I think Final Fantasy XIV FanFest is happening soon. And that's, what his name? Yoshi P is, like, hyping up something. Some huge news, which obviously it probably means, like, the next expansion. Fairly big announcement planned for FanFest. FanFest is when? April. That's a while away. That is a while away. So, like, it's probably pretty obvious they're dropping an expansion, right? Yeah, I don't really care about 14. FF14. I'm... How many years sober of FF14? What, 4 years? I'm pretty over it. Don't mind. Don't really care. Yeah. What I do care about is, clearly Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 should win Game of the Year at the Game Awards, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if it will happen. Good morning. Hello. Guys, who have you got going for not Game of the Year, but what are you cheering for game at the Game Awards? Or any hopes for announcement? Expedition 33. I imagine a lot of people will pick the RPG as their favorite. Any Silksong fans in chat? Oh, quite a few Silksong fans. Kenshi 2. Ooh, that could be interesting. Arc Raiders? Sorry, Shroud, I don't see it nominated for Game of the Year. Lol. Lol. Epic. Epic lol. Epic lol. Sorry, I kept seeing clips of him talking about that, and I was like, damn. It's, at the end of the day, it's just a popularity contest with people's opinions. It doesn't actually mean anything. I should support Silksong? I've not played the first Hollow Knight, so I don't really have any horse in that. I don't have a bug in that race, so to speak. The only one that I've played in the list is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so I guess by default I cheer for that, right? Best game direction, I've not played any of those. Best narrative, I've only played Kingdom Come Deliverance, so I guess I'm cheering for that. Best art direction, I have not played any of those. Best score and music, that's surprising that KCD 2 didn't get nominated. Sad. Best audio design, well, Battlefield 6 is there, so I'm gonna say Battlefield 6 is the best audio design of the year, because it's the only one I've played. Best performance, I literally haven't played any of these games, because half the nominees are from one game, and I've not played it. Games for Impact, I have not played any of those. Best independent game, I have not played any of those. Best debut indie game, I have not played any of them. Best ongoing game, I played Marvel Rivals for, I think, 2 minutes? 2 hours, I think, maybe last year. But again, haven't really played any of those lately. Best community support is... What does that mean? Isn't best ongoing game and best community support kind of the same award? It's basically the same. It's basically the same nominees, I guess. What's that? I don't know. Support your Oshi's game? Yeah, sure. But Marvel Rivals is Game of the Year. Best action game, I guess I have to say Battlefield 6. Because it's the only one I've played. Best action adventure, no KCD 2, so I can't say which one I would say is the best. Best role-playing game, KCD 2, so I'm guessing I'm gonna say KCD 2. I've not played a fighting game this year. I've not played any of the family games this year. I've not played... Oh no, I've played Mario Kart World for 2 hours. Best sim/strategy game. Now I can talk about this, because Civilization 7 is announced, and boy howdy, that's a choice. That's a choice. They've also got... I've played Jurassic World Evolution 3, I've played that. Final Fantasy Tactics Evilus Chronicles, I've played that. The Altars. No EU5? No EU5. I checked. Apparently EU5 is eligible for this year. Just not listed. So, yeah. I guess EU5 is just not big enough of a game to be considered for best strategy game, right? Cutoff is October? No, I checked. The cutoff is the 21st of November. I think. And that game came out on the 4th of November. So yeah, EU5 is too niche, I guess. Elden Ring Night Rain is there? Isn't that in a multiplayer game or something? I thought it was. I mean, it's kind of crazy because you know what happened last year? I think it did happen. If you go to the Game Awards of the previous year, guys, isn't there a category for most anticipated of next year? And didn't Monster Hunter Wilds win that? And then Monster Hunter Wilds has 0 nominees. Oh no, sorry guys. No, the most anticipated went to Grand Theft Auto 6. Well, guess what, guys? It can win it again. It can win most anticipated again. It literally is there on the nominee for most anticipated game again. That's really funny that it gets to win the same award twice. Does it get to... Did it win it in 2024? Okay, I've got to check. I mean, 2023. Wait, did it... Most anticipated. No, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was there. No GTA 6. I guess GTA 6 was announced last 2024? Maybe? Anyway, that's just really funny that it's gonna probably win the most anticipated award 2 years in a row. What else is there? Oh, The Witcher 4, I guess. The next Resident Evil is there. Marvel Wolverine. 007 First Light. By the Hitman Studio. Oh. Interesting. Where were we? In the list. Uma Musume is the only mobile game I've played. Wuthering Waves is there. Destiny Rising. Oh right, there's a mobile port. Well, it's not port. It's like a mobile version of Destiny. I've heard it's okay. Like surprisingly okay. But I assume Uma Musume will probably win of all those because it had probably the biggest impact, I guess. Free carrots. Let's go. Oh, if Uma Musume wins, does the player base get rewards? The gacha games normally do that. It's a shame Arknights never gets nominated for things. Well, Arknights Enfield might get nominated next year, I guess. Best VR game, I don't play any VR games. Best action game, Battlefield 6 again. Oh no, I've already read these, sorry, blah 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 blah. Best sports game, I played Rematch, I guess. Yeah, I played Rematch, I had fun with Rematch. Mario Kart World, I played that for 2 hours. Best multiplayer game, Battlefield 6, I'll pick that, sure. Oh yeah, there's Night Rain. Night Rain's under best multiplayer game. Innovation in accessibility, Assassin's Creed, Atomfall, Doom, The Dark Ages, EA Sports, and South of Midnight. Assassin's Creed Shadows will probably win that, because they are... For all of the things that people want to talk about with Ubisoft, of which there's many, they do a really, really good job about making their games really accessible to people with various different, I guess, how do I say this, situations. Ubisoft and EA, both of them do a really, really good job about making their games accessible to people with certain circumstances, be it through physical difficulties or disabilities or mental stuff like that. What does Shadows do specifically? So I think it's pretty standard with the EA stuff, but like they do a lot of good with making the games customizable and work on those sort of setups involving, I don't know if you've ever seen them. Xbox did a really cool thing. There's a controller involving, like that people with physical disabilities can do. If you've never seen it, I feel quite strongly about it because I used to, in my university days, know a guy who had a very severe physical disability, but he got to play video games because he was able to use these sort of special setups that at that time, back then, he had to come up with it himself / with the help of some friends, because I think he and his friends had like engineering degrees. But if you've never seen it, there's the Xbox controller for disabilities. It's impressive. It's super impressive. It looks really straightforward. It's called the adaptive controller. It kind of looks like a mix deck almost. But it's really, 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 really impressive for people with disabilities. I'll show you the website for it. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but yeah, I will always give respect to game developers who make these sorts of things accessible, because I have seen firsthand that, you know, what a difference just having the ability for people to be able to enjoy the same things that you can does make a difference, right? Where is my Firefox? Here. Sorry, this might cover my face. If you've never seen it, so it's a super duper customizable interface. If I can move out the way, and I'll make it smaller, sorry. Ugh, where's my corner of the browser? If you've never seen it before, here it is. Let me move out the way. Where am I? Bye-bye. So yeah, it's, where's OBS gone? Here's the website. So it looks, this is obviously someone who is in like a wheelchair of some sort. This is what it looks like. It kind of looks like a mixed table, right? And basically it has separate port inputs for every single button. So no matter what a person's disability is, they are able to customize it to their own personal situation. So for example, you know, depending on someone's disability or accessibility, they can have inputs customized to suit all of their individual needs, right? It's really, really impressive. So here's an example of, like, this is someone presumably using their setup, right? So this is a person who has a neck brace, and it looks like they might have some sort of sensor here hooked up to the side of their head as well. So they're possibly using, I don't know for certain, obviously, because I don't know who this person is, but using sort of inputs either via blinking or like sensors, because there's obviously a lot of sensors here that can help with, you know, mapping controls and whatnot. So it could be via nerves, right? Because that's, I think, one of the way that you can do that. So yeah, it's just one of those cool things where I'm like, hey, this is cool because it lets more people enjoy games, and I like games, so more people should be able to hopefully enjoy video games, right? At least that's my opinion, at least. Plus it's not that expensive considering how niche it is. Normally these things that are very niche are quite expensive, but $129.99 Australian is fairly accessible. At least in my opinion. Yeah, it's really remarkable. Sorry. So yes, I do have a little bit of a sort of, I don't know, affinity. Well, not affinity, sorry. What's the word I'm looking for? I have respect for game developers who put in the work to make their games more accessible for more people, right? Let me just check up the Ubisoft gaming accessibility for disabilities, because I'm pretty sure they do have something for, yeah, so Ubisoft makes sure that every game that they put out has remappable controls, subtitles, obviously that's standard, high contrast modes, customizable visual settings to reduce various different things like motion sickness, which obviously I think, you know, all of us probably just take for granted as that is a setting for everyone, but you know, for some people it's the difference between getting to play a game and not getting to play a game, right? For example, Battlefield. Battlefield has really, really good customization with its reticles. Because one of the developers on the team was colorblind. So he helped push for back in the Battlefield 3 days, so Battlefield 3 onwards, had incredible customization for the UI in terms of color scheme. So that really helped a lot with helping them sort of be the benchmark for, hey, this is how you get games to be enjoyable for more people, because they can actually friggin' customize to their personal colorblindness. Like, you know how most people have, you know how most games tend to, when they have colorblind modes, and it's just like they'll have like the default one and that's it, right? Where it's like, oh, it's the red-green colorblind. Sometimes games will have more than them, because they'll have like the various different versions of colorblindness. So it'll have like 4 settings basically, because those are the 4, I think, most common colorblind settings. What Battlefield did back in the day was they made it so you could just choose the colors yourself. So you could customize the UI to your personal circumstances, which is really cool. Because yeah. So yeah, sorry, I went on a whole rant about accessibility in games and how I respect it a lot, so there you go. Anyway, apologies. Hopefully that wasn't too boring of a rant. There you go. What else was there? Best adaptation. Oh, right, the TV shows. Oh, I forgot the Yakuza... I said it really weird. I completely forgot the Yakuza TV show came out. Was it any good? I forgot they made a TV show. Wait, it came out last year? No, it was really bad? The adaptation nominees kind of blow. I guess it's kind of such like a thin... It's such a thin category that they have to pull things from the previous year? Knuckles? What the hell is Knuckles? Obviously there's... oh wait, no, I'm looking at 2024. Sorry. 2025. There we go. Best adaptation. A Minecraft movie. I can't even remember. I can't believe I forgot about Yakuza being a TV show and then it was last year. Never mind. A Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, The Last of Us Season 2, and Splinter Cell Death Watch? Never heard of that. Oh, there's another one. Until Dawn. Oh, right, they butchered the game, didn't they? Isn't the film version of Until Dawn like a Groundhog Day-esque thing? And it's like nothing to do with the actual setting of Until Dawn? It's just like, hey, now you're dying to zombies. Hey, now you're dying to this monster. Hey, now you're dying to that monster. Splinter Cell was good. A day after the series premiere, it was renewed for a second season. That's promising, I guess. It's on Netflix? I've never heard of this. I've literally never heard of this show. It came out last month. Okay. Splinter Cell Death Watch is an adult animated espionage show based on the Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell video game franchise. Oh. Literally never heard of it. Literally never heard of it. I remember reading about on Twitter about the Devil May Cry series and people crashing the fuck out about it. But didn't that do well? So presumably the Minecraft movie will win that category. Anyway, player's voice. Oh right, we don't get to see the results for that yet, or the nominees for that. Esports and creators, unfortunately League of Legends will probably win, or maybe Mobile Legends Bang Bang, whatever it's called. Best esports athlete will go to Chovy, most likely, or the CS player. Best esports team will probably go to the League of Legends team. Even though the League of Legends team didn't win the World Series. And then the content creator of the game will probably be... I don't know. Cadrel? Probably? It should be Kakaroo for his retirement. I don't know enough about the Street Fighter games. It's surprising there's multiple Street Fighter nominees. It does feel like the esports and creator category is a little bit of an afterthought in regards to who gets picked. So it's probably going to be that Kai Cenat wins because he's probably the most famous or well-known of the category, right? Yeah, he got sick and had to retire. Oh, that's a shame. Have I ever played Roblox? Nope. I am not 12 years old. Sorry. I have not played the Roblox. I guess you can be older than 12 years old to play Roblox, seeing as some of my colleagues have played it, and I don't think they're 12. Marion Shambles. I did diss some of my coworkers. It's meant as a joke, guys. It's meant as a joke. Sorry, my dog might be barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear her. She do be yapping IRL. I think Five Adarumi is coming home after a very late evening or something. Sorry, she's being a grumpy dog. Can you hear her? Can you hear her at all? Right. It is almost midnight, guys. Am I Chinese? No, I'm not Chinese. I am not Chinese. Am I the oldest member? I don't know. I have no idea if I am. Clio is Filipino. Wanna be Filipina? You almost had me. I don't know. I don't think so. Last I checked, I was very white. And very Irish, and very English, and very Australian. But not that those really mean anything, I guess. Do I look Chinese? I can check in the mirror. No, I'm pretty white. I'm very white, actually. I'm white like goose shit. Is goose shit even white? Is that saying... Am I getting that saying wrong? Is it white as goose shit, or is it green as goose shit? It might be green as goose shit. Are you three Australians? Name three gamer words. Cunt, cunt, and cunt. There you go. White as rice, I guess? I'm as white as rice? But not, like, implying that I'm Asian? Nah, you are Chinese. I feel like I should probably move away from the allegations of being Chinese, because there are Chinese members in FaZe who you can probably, you know, have some Chinese affinity with if that's the reason. Like Mary_Yen. No, I'm not Chinese. Have I considered becoming Chinese? No. But if I did, I would seize the mandate of heaven and establish a new kingdom on which I have been chosen by God. And ergo, have the right to rule. Watch out. Do I like Chinese food? Of course. Of course I do. Okay. Let me save that. Wait, where's my YouTube chat? There we go. I'm not Chinese, but I do have the mandate of heaven. I suppose yes, because obviously the Mongols got the mandate of heaven, hence why they were able to form Yuan, right? Thank you very much for the super chat. Call your cousin Clio IT. I don't have a cousin called Clio. Sorry. Dagda, by the way, thank you for the super chat. If E33 doesn't win, me riots, it probably will win a lot of awards, because it's the game that everyone has been kind of annoyingly talked about all year. I'm sure it will happen. I will probably play it at some point, and then I'll be gushing about, oh wow, this people were right, it's a good game, but I don't know about playing it anytime soon. Thank you very much, Venflesh, for 10 gift memberships. That's very, very generous of you. It's very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. I will probably play it at some point. Whether that's on stream or not, I don't know. I probably do need to have some games that I just play off stream that aren't for content, because I do definitely have content brain when it comes to a lot of my game choices now, when I'm like, oh, do I want to play this game? Oh, but imagine the content. Imagine streaming it. Imagine making content out of it. So I kind of like, ooh, I got that content brain when it comes to video games, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should just have some games that I play for myself. I gotta have offline hobbies? Yeah! Which, I don't know, maybe that is story-based games, right? Because I feel like I'm not very good at streaming story-based games at the moment. I don't have the best track record with it, I think, so maybe I need to play some of them off-stream to get in the swing of things. But then I feel like if I do that, I'm gonna be brain-rotted and be like, oh, I could be streaming this. Think of all the pog moments in which I was streaming it instead of just playing it off-stream. Yeah, I've been playing KCD2, I know, but yeah. I should play less map games. Well, don't worry, Paradox has been taking care of that already. Also, you should be doing your assessment, Jowsy. Stop watching the stream. Go do your work. Don't worry, guys. Paradox is making EU5 unplayable, apparently, so I haven't touched it since yesterday. Which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks a little bit. You guys need to work as well. You should probably do the work. As much as I appreciate you guys stopping by for the stream, you could put me on the second monitor, I suppose, and do your work, but let's be honest, you might be too distracted by my amazing yapping ability that you don't want to focus on your work. Work is the poop. Don't get fired. Do not get fired because of VTubers. Anyway, map game. Yeah, no, EU5 had a patch today, and it is catastrophic, apparently. Like, they did a really bad job in the patch, and it had a terrible, terrible impact on the playability of the game. And so hopefully I think they're doing an emergency patch today. That's it's kind of concerning. Kind of concerning. I'm always primary monitor content. Thank you very much. Yeah, the EU5 economy. Apparently you now make more money if you don't trade. Like, trading is now incredibly unprofitable. So much so that if you don't trade, you actually make more money because of how the interconnecting systems work. Or you make money by your trade being, like, intentionally picking unprofitable trade that then gets turned into profitable trade. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they broke that, and then I saw a tweet by a fellow content creator who was saying that in a multiplayer attempt, like in a multiplayer game that they attempted to record stuff with other content creators, is that, stuff is just broken. Like, you can't attack people. You can't declare wars. So not good. Not good at the moment. They did an oopsie whoopsie, so hopefully Paradox will fix that today. Yeah. Can't you roll back? You can roll back, yes, but I'm not too fussed about. Like, I think I've managed to get U5's, like, almost MG new map game. I've got to play it. I think I've gotten that out of my system. I'm probably down to moving it to one a week, unless I get super into a run. Then, in which case, I'll maybe do multiple a week. But yeah, I'm not too fussed. Trade was relatively broken since release. That's because it's a very complex system that I think even Paradox wasn't sure how it works, to be honest. It's less broken than FM 2026. Yeah, I heard Football Manager is really bad as well, which is sad because I was actually looking forward to that because I wanted to. Do you guys remember when I started this year, guys? Well, not started this year. It's kind of ironic. We were talking about me being in phase for 6 months. Guys, you might remember this image that I'll add to the scene. I've had it saved on my desktop since I made it. You may remember when I first joined Phase Connect, we did a little roleplay stream. Well, not roleplay, I should say. We did a little fun exercise in which I made the FaZe Connect starting 11 and substitutes. You guys remember this? I've had it saved on my desktop the entire time. And it's out of date because it doesn't have Saga. So I'm going to have to do it again and add 5 more people. And then awkwardly, the game that I was saving this for is ass. I was saving it for fucking Football Manager 2026. And then it came out and it was ass. And I'm like, oh, great. Great. Well then. So yeah. So hopefully they'll fix it. If not, I guess we'll have to drop down to like maybe when I eventually do start my when we actually do this campaign, I guess, of making FaZe Connect a football team. I guess I could just play an older version of the game. I could just play like 2024 or 2023 or whatever. In which case, you know, that's fine. Like I just need to like set aside time for when I'm gonna do this, I suppose. Why are all my Oshis all defenders? We had a lot of logic about it. We did use some logic of based on their, you know, animal inspirations. For example, Irie being a wolf, and Panko being a raccoon, and Muyu being a cow, right? Uruka's a bear, right? So like those had impacts on where we put them. Not only that, but also their personalities, right? This lineup would do better than Everton. I did see Scousmouth saying up the Coffees, which is a pretty good nickname for the team. Because if you're not aware, Everton is called the Toffees. Calling the team the Coffees would be a pretty good name. Muyu's a cow? Yeah, well, she's a baby cow, but yeah, she's a coffee. So yeah. That was sort of the inspo for where we were going to put people, but now it's out of date and the squad is bigger because we have 35 active members, 35 active members, 34 active members, I suppose. So yeah, I would have to put people in new spots, right? We've got more people to put on the team. Oh, I think the logic with Sheena is that she has a really big pair of scissors, right? And that she could stop the ball with her really big pair of scissors. But also because she has her crab form, when she's got her crab claws, they're like really big hands, right? When she's got the crab claws, she's got really big hands. So those would be really good shot stoppers as well, right? I think that was also part of the logic. And then NASA is a dragon who's like 6'7" tall or something. Don't say it, guys. So, you know, she would have the giant tail as well, so she would be a really good defender and shot blocker. I think that was the logic. Do I have everyone on the team as well? Yeah, I do. Nitya also has a giant tail. I know, which would make her conducive to either being in defense or in goal. She also has a giant bat as well, right? So, you know, like, that bat might be cheating, but I guess you have to, you know, quantify it. Mary's a sweeper because, oh, geez, what was the logic behind Mary being a sweeper? I'd have to watch my old stream as to why I chose some of these positions, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, why did I pick that? Why did I pick that? I don't know, like, Mina is obviously a very physical specimen because she's a knight, so where would she go? Like, knights defend, right? So maybe not Nitya, sorry. Maybe Mina has to be a defender because she's a knight, so she's a really good defender, right? She would be like a wall. Like, maybe she goes where Dizzy is. Oh, she's a Dex build. I forgot. She is a Dex build. Damn it. Then she would probably be like where Loki is, right? You would put Erina as a goalkeeper? No, so the reason we had Erina up front is because she's fucking tall as shit. So if we need to revert to like Deitch ball, in which we just have a tall fucker up front and then we cross the ball through them over and over again to try and get goals via headers. That was the reason that Erina. So I think I did have Erina. We were either putting Erina in defense or Erina up front, and that was it. So we went with up front to have more attacking options, because otherwise we have a lot of small women. Otherwise we have really small women up front, like Ember and Lumi and Rooney and Sleepy. I feel like we need some variety up there, otherwise, you know, we're gonna be muscled off the ball, right? Although I say small, but then all of them have giant boobs, but it is what it is. They can run through the opponent's legs. That's kind of what Tenma's role is, I think. You is the Jack Grealish of the team? Kind of, yes. Come on, FaZe, score some goals. Yeah, so I'd need to think about where we put everyone else, right? So, Nietzsche, I think, is probably going to be in more a defensive role. Mina would definitely be... Mina would either be defensive because of her knight background, or because of her dex build, she would be more like a finesse player, like a playmaker, maybe. Malice would be... Malice has her umbrella... And she's very sort of like, she drains mana, right? So like, maybe Malice would be a defender? Malice might be a defender, right? BB has a giant spoon, okay? I feel like BB could be a good goalie backup, right? Because BB has a giant spoon, which might be illegal on a football pitch, but she could, like, defend with her giant spoon. She's a dog? Well, yeah, if she's a dog, then that means she's going to chase the ball non-stop. She's clumsy? I don't know. I got fed a lot of cake when I watched her debut. I feel like that requires quite a bit of hand-eye coordination to constantly just feed me with cake and make me have diabetes. And then we've done... I feel like BB is more defensive. Nietzsche, I think, is also defensive. I don't know where else we should put people, right? We've got BB, we've got Mina, we've got Nietzsche. Shinon, yes. Shinon's a siren. Shinon's a siren. Where would we put Shinon? Maybe somewhere in the midfield again. Because, like, she could, like, siren song the opposition and dispossess them of the ball, right? So, like, she could be in the Tenma slot. So, like, a defensive midfielder who stops the flow of attack with her the power of her voice. And then she just takes the ball up the field and does, like, through balls to, like, Rooney or Erina or something. Or Michi. Damichi. And then Anya, I don't know where Anya would go. Anya's quite small, but she has two tails. I'm not sure. But how big is the max squad, right? That's the problem. I think we have too many FaZe members. I think you can't have a squad of 35 players in Football Manager. I think you can only have like 25. 23 for the World Cup. I would need to make multiple teams, maybe. Or 2 teams. And just split the company in half. But can you do two teams in one In like one league? Like 2 custom teams in 1 league? Bye. Thank you so much. You could register players under 21. You could have a B team. I don't know if that's allowed. I don't know if that... I would have to think about it. Rinky Hime, thank you for subscribing on Twitch. Welcome. Hack Swords. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Anyway, yeah, long story short, Football Manager came out and it was kind of bots, so my whole FaZe FC kind of got rumbled a bit, so I'll have to maybe save that for next year or something. I guess the World Cup is coming. I guess I could save that project for the World Cup, right? Next year is the World Cup, so we could have some football-related coverage with the World Cup. I'll think about it. Maybe Football Manager 26 will be good by then. Last night's qualifications. Yeah, Ireland got into the playoffs. I'm very excited to see that. Very, very excited. There would also be an update for the World Cup as well. Oh, okay, cool. Well, hopefully they fix the game before the World Cup, because that's like... the World Cup's like 8 months away, so hopefully they fix the game before that, right? The World Cup would be in like July, right? Is there a Wikipedia article for the 2025 World Cup? 2026, sorry. 11th of June. Okay, June. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So I'll be in FaZe for over a year by the time the World Cup happens. I was almost gonna go. To the World Cup, but I don't know. It would overlap with my birthday, so I'd miss out on streaming my birthday, and there might be some cool stuff planned for next year. I'm not gonna say who, what. Won't say what. I'm a Gemini? No, I'm a Cancer, which is very ironic. Unfortunately, somewhat ironic. But it is what it is. Treat yourself nicely. Yeah, well, one of the things that I think I'll have as like a goal that I will, is maybe get like a portable streamer set up. So I can hopefully stream remotely, and then I'll be able to do it at like... So hopefully in the future when I go to like, if I go to conventions or stuff, or like, for example, there's another trip to the warehouse, I will be more able to do international streams, or streams over remotely, I guess, from away from home. They would probably not be like full-on Twitch streams, because I might be like out and about for events, and so I'd just do like small YouTube streams, but at least I would be able to keep making content. Why the hell are you shadow banned? You're not shadow banned. Everyone can see your messages. Thank you, RH, for the super chat. That's weird. I saw you on Anime IRL whilst watching you. Anime IRL. Oh, Reddit? Should I look that up? Anime IRL. I'm on Anime IRL. Give it a gander. What do I sort by? I'm guessing it's not best, because it's, I think, serving me the best of the month. I guess I'll put it on hot, because I think that's the default. Or it's supposed to be the default of Reddit. I have put it on hot. I do not see myself, which is probably for the best. Does this count as ego searching? I mean, it was from chat. I do not see it. Did I type it right? Anime IRL? Wait, these are posts from a month ago. Is this the wrong subreddit? Oh, this might be the wrong subreddit. It's 10 hours old. So I'll sort by new. I might be on the wrong one. Is there multiple anime IRLs? Is like an underscore? Oh, it's with the underscore. Oh, it's literally the first result. Okay, yeah, no, that's me. Oh, it's the fan art that I retweeted. Well, that's interesting. The top comment is Freerin saying, "We like older women." Nice. Oh no, people are talking about me in the comments. Oh no. Am I even 35? I am not going to say my exact age. I am mayhaps a little bit older than that. I'm 6'7". 6'7". Thank you for coming to today's stream, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I thought that was a funny, bad joke to end it on. I should go to bed because it's midnight, so I should probably go to bed. Thank you for joining me for this past 2 and a bit hours of yapping, pretty non-stop. I can still yap with the best of them, I think. Sometimes I don't just play the games all night. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. So small correction from my schedule that I announced. Tomorrow is Dark Souls, and Thursday will be the evening stream because we have tea time on Thursday. So I'll be on tea time on Thursday, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow, hopefully, or I guess in less than 11 hours, I'll see you for Dark Souls. So yeah, thank you for coming, guys. I think I have the raid set up again already. I will very quickly double check that there's no one on EN live. At the moment, I have only Pico live. I just want to make sure that Pico is live. Ayasayu is live as well. So Pico is playing Repo, and then I don't know if I have raid permissions for you. I do not, so I will raid Pico-chan. So please enjoy Pico playing Battlefield? No, why did I say Battlefield? Repo. Please enjoy Pico playing Repo. Yeah. So please be chill in the chat. Don't be too annoying with the Nihongo. I mean, not the Nihongo. Sorry. Try and blend in, guys. Be chill. Blend in. Be chill with your English. Try and speak JP if you can. Use Google Translate if you can. But anyway, yeah. Enjoy hanging out with Pico Flashbang. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So yeah. Thank you to all the lurkers, chatters, raiders, subscribers, donators, gifters. Thank you so much for the support, guys. And I will see you guys. If you want to type the raid, just type clear raid. But yeah, be on your best behavior, guys. Because that's the reason they turn off the they turn off my ability to raid them, because they get scared by the amount of EN chatters that come in, and they can't, some of them don't have the best English themselves, so they turn off my ability to raid them, and I get sad. So yeah, thank you for coming, guys. Be on your best behavior, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, guys. See you later, IT Gator. In a while. Cleared out. Good night, guys.